Thank you so much, Roshan, for having me. There's a famous quote by Arthur Schopenhauer, which goes that buying books would be a good thing if one could also buy the time to read them in. So, what usually happens with voracious readers, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree, is that we hardly have the time to read. I mean, we keep buying and we do not have the time to read. What I thought I would discuss today is two books that really interested me, which I read this year. Two of them, one of them is Railways and the Raj by Christian Vollmer, and the other is Opium and Empire by Richard J. Grace. So the first one, Railways and the Raj, as the name suggests, talks about how the British went about building railways in India. And it's a very interesting book. I mean, it has a lot of tidbits about the challenges they faced, especially when it came to financials, logistics, and opposition from the local people. I mean, he kind of highlights some superstitions that the local people faced. He points out those superstitions, and he also highlights some key challenges. I think one of the railway tracks that he mentions about are the Bhor Ghats railway, where it was, I think it was one of the engineering feats at that point in time. He also mentions about mountain railways that were built. One of them is the Darjeeling Railway and the Ooty Railway. So it's actually an interesting book for people who would like to read about railways and how the British actually kind of introduced railways to India. It kind of ends with Konkan Railway, which I guess all of us would agree that it's a great engineering feat, and how bonds were used probably for the first time by a railway corporation to raise funds for building the railways. The second book is Opium and Empire, which talks about two Scotsmen who set up a corporation to trade in opium, which they procured from India and sold to China. So this was sometime in the 1830s to the 1860s. We are in 2020 today. Kind of topical. I mean, because the whole India-China thing right now, it's fun to read. I mean, there's the whole morality versus legality issue when it came to opium, and primarily opium was traded through two ports, Bombay and Calcutta, which were our main ports then, and procured from Malwa, Patna, Banaras. So he kinds of builds up a story towards that. It's very interesting to read, and how they had to deal obviously with the local politics in China and some bit of opposition because uh, it was opium that they were trading in. So those two books I read this year, and there are a couple of books that I'm looking forward to reading next year. They are published this year. They are published in 2020. One of them is by our Minister for External Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar. I guess most of us are fans of his oratory and his speeches. So he's written a book, The India Way, which I think deals with challenges with international relations and our possible responses to that. And the second book is by Saket Suresh. It's called The Revolutionary. It's an English translation of Ramprasad Bismil's autobiography. So usually we associate, I mean, at least for me, the only thing that I knew about Bismil was the Kakori train robbery. And I think Saket ji has translated it primarily because he feels our heroes, they do not get the respect or the recognition that they deserve. So these are the two books that I look forward to reading next year.